And Margaret joins us now. Margaret, do we know if U.S. officials are helping the World Anti-Doping Agency in preventing further intrusions?
Hard to say, Vlad. When we called the White House and spoke to people at the Justice Department, they seemed surprised at this announcement by the World Anti-Doping Agency. But they pointed out, look, this is an international organization. It's not necessarily an American one. They are working with other agencies as well. So these American athletes were indeed targeted, but they're basically saying this isn't necessarily just an American problem. The past intrusion that they had earlier this month was against a Russian-born athlete.
And Margaret, I want to ask you about this conversation between President Obama and Putin. How serious a threat are officials taking this potential cyber attack by the Russians?
Well, Vladimir Putin's spokesperson flatly denied any link to this particular attack, but it was just a few days ago in China that President Obama spoke with Putin about past Russian incursions, and he said it was really a warning here. I don't want this to escalate into a cyber arms race. And that is also why you hear U.S. officials be very careful in the language they use when they're talking about these hack attacks, because there's a difference between something that is state-sponsored, as in Putin said, go and do this, and something that originates within that country, within Russia, by hackers who are either working for criminal organizations or intelligence. The point is, you really need to have a strong body of evidence to make that case. And what's interesting about this hacking with the anti-doping agency is that once again, it was through a third party. It was through a website by this group calling themselves Fancy Bears or a SAR team, and they say they're pledging allegiance to Anonymous, that hacktivist group. And Anonymous publishes all sorts of things from all sorts of sources. So it once again makes it one more degree of separation from saying that this is a Russian state behind it. So while Obama and Putin can have a tete-a-tete and walk away with perhaps some kind of agreement, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will rein in all sorts of the hacking through third parties. So this is, in many ways, a cyber war already.
A very critical distinction. Margaret Brennan reporting for us at the White House tonight. Thank you, Margaret.